What's up with it? It's Ascended Clarity. I'm here to provide peace, love, light, and healing. And today's read is The Power of Suggestion. I'm hearing that it's very sneaky. Like it'll creep into your mind very subtly, right? And you won't even know that you didn't come up with this idea on your own, right? It's not forceful, but it is bold, right in front of your face. And again, you don't even know. Um, a lot of people are like, I'm trying to think of the word, where they'll act without thinking first. And if a suggestion comes across your mind and you don't think too much about it, right, and then you just act on it, that can create a multitude of obstacles for you. And then if you do it so often, it'll be harder for you to be able to resist the momentum of that suggestion or whatever suggestion is in front of you, right? And I'm getting that this can over time cause delays for you. You want to think for yourself. You want to be able to say, let me think about that, and that be okay, right? So if somebody is trying to essentially like force you or rush you into coming to a decision, they might be trying to manipulate you with the power of suggestion, you know? Um, and let me see, I got this conscious deck here. Come through, Spirit, with this power of suggestion energy. But this is essentially to help awaken for the collective to see where they are in control of their own thoughts. You feel me? If they are allowing for for themselves to be essentially like fall into temptation of suggestion, something like that. You know, bear with me. This one is a little tricky. You know what I mean? But come through, Spirit. Power of suggestion. You know, I got a conscious deck, and this is perspective. You know, in the reverse, like somebody. Okay, power of suggestion causes for your perspective to be shifted. Like, oh, this isn't a good person. You haven't met that person, right? And just because somebody came to you and told you that somebody isn't a good person, you don't even want to follow through with getting to know them. You know, that's the power of suggestion. You allow for somebody else's opinion or perspective to create yours, and you want to be the one that's in charge of the way that you view things. You feel me? I'm also seeing the energy of be brave. Like a lot of times, right? With with our own mind, we don't even trust. A lot of us don't trust our own judgment, and so it'll be what we believe is easier for us to take the suggestion of someone who we believe knows more or knows better than us, because again, we second guess ourselves so much. Like seeds of self-doubt is planted within the youth so that they can be easily susceptible to the power of suggestion also. You know, it's like if we condition and program people to believe that they are not capable of coming up with their own ideas, then essentially we can create their thought patterns for them. You know, but again, a lot of people have pride. So let's hide it from them. Let us make it seem as if they came up with the idea that we planted in front of them, and thus power of suggestion. Again, we'll put it right in your face, but you have to risk being wrong. You have to be able to face rejection. Rejection is God's protection. And when you are wrong and you're, you know, accountability, you're able to take that, right? Like, then you're able to learn something. Um, I'm not saying don't go with other people's suggestions, but think your thoughts, right? How do you feel about what someone is suggesting to you? Don't just go with someone else's narrative without further contemplation of, you know, your thoughts. I hope this is making sense to God. But Let me get like some more messages come through. Clear, concise, accurate messages for the power of suggestion. And it is tricky. That's why, like, it is meant to trick you. That's why I'm having a bit of a time. This is my second time trying to, record this message and whatnot, right? I'm gonna let this one ride. And I'm possibly gonna do a part two. But we're gonna see, like the message that come through. But it's meant to trick you. The power of suggestion, again, to get you to believe that what I suggested was your idea, I'm getting strength. Like, the brain is obvious muscle, right? And so you have to work it out. So again, like I said, like sometimes we think our own thoughts, and if we think it too hard, we'll get a headache. That is fine. That's just like when you're physically in the gym working out, and you hitting them reps. And you own it. Your body is going to hurt because you're getting to that next level. So if you think of the brain in an aspect of that sort, right? Like, then that is just you building on that muscle. And the stronger that your mind is, the less susceptible that you will be to the power of suggestion. That's what I'm getting with this energy. Like, enhance the mind as a muscle. Come through, spirit. Help me out on this. The power of suggestion. I'm getting empathy in the reverse. Like, give me a second. Okay. Thanks for your patience. So, empathy, right? And it was in the reverse. A lot of people are not empathetic. A lot of people do not necessarily care the inner depths of what somebody is going through and why they may react the way that they do. You know what I mean? I'm getting the energy of, we as people tend to think negatively about everyone, but upon strengthening your empathy and really like taking heed to how you feel around somebody, that'll be able to help for you to determine the intention when someone's trying to suggest something to you. So I had to listen to this one a couple of times to be able to, because I'm again having issues. Oh, Lord have mercy. Delivering this one, right? But again, I'm gonna go with the flow. But yeah, having more empathy, trusting how you feel around an individual that's trying to suggest something to you will be able to help you determine their intent. And again, think the thoughts on your own so that you're able to know that if this suggestion is actually something that's beneficial for you. That's what I got with that, the genuine energy. Like when somebody again tries to force their belief system onto you, that's not genuine, right? If somebody allows for you to think your own thoughts and agree to disagree, a lot of the times you can tell the intent and the genuinity if it is delivered in a way in which, hey, I'm just giving you some information. You feel me? Do with it what you will, instead of trying to beat an idea into you or shame you into doing this, like, oh, you think like that? Oh, no, that's not right. I think like this, and you should think like this. And if you think like that, then, I don't know what's going on with you. You know what I mean? Like, take it how it resonate, though. But yeah, the power of suggestion is very strong, yet very under the radar also, So, again, this was a message to help awaken people to the power of suggestion and how it can consume you. But I'm going to go ahead and let it go right there. And hopefully next time I visit this message, it's a bit more clear. Have a good one.